We want your time for your game to be enjoyable, incident-free. If you have any issues at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word at the bell along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our installations will respond to what your concerns immediately. We have you to make sure to be at our next home game because for all of you who will be coming out, we'll be taking home a t-shirt of the Warriors Contest. We look forward to seeing you at our next home game update because we'll be giving away a deck of Warriors 18 trading cards to each and every fan. Don't forget that we have tickets available for upcoming home games. Stop by the ticket booth or visit us online and grab yours today. National Basketball Association and the Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable.
Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Warriors delivered a 4-game sweep to become conference champions. Now, the quest is for one ultimate goal. Just 4 wins away. The first chapter begins against the Indiana Pacers. The pinnacle of the postseason. The NBA Finals is here.
Basketball's biggest stage, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Williams is out there with Pascal Siakam, and it's Mathurin in at the 3. And for the Warriors, you've got Brandon Ingram. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Maxey. Then there's Big Dog. And it's Sohan in at the 4. You look at the Pacers. Well, we know this is everything they've worked toward. Greg, the adjustments in the offseason have really paid off.
And it's a well-run organization from top to bottom. They know who they are. They play to their strengths. That's why they find themselves here with an opportunity to win it all in the NBA Finals.
I like what you said. They know who they are. They play within those limits. You're right. Time now to hand over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks, guys. This is now the 4th consecutive finals appearance for MP, putting him in the same category as the Warriors and Cavaliers in 2015 and 2018. About that, he said, in this league, generations are defined by teams and players. LeBron and Steph had their time. Now it's our time. He has big confidence in his team. Kevin?
And you know, David, it is easy to see why. Yep, that one goes.
And the stroke of Ingram, boy, just looks so pure coming off his hand.
And Siakam has got the ball here for the Pacers. Pass to Mathurin. Williams has a screen for Mathurin. Up again. Warriors with the rebound. And this has been a truly remarkable postseason for them. 12 straight wins. No losses on the board. I mean, they've gotten exactly where they wanted to go. The NBA Finals.
And at this point, who is going to bet against them? They've made stringing together playoff wins look easy. And the one thing you always got to be careful of is how different the NBA Finals are from every series you've played so far. This is going to be the absolute biggest challenge they faced, and we may see this group in a much more competitive series here in the finals.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Team foul.
And stolen by Maxey.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Here's Sohan. He can't get it to go. Good D by Siakam. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Pacers shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Free throw good, Mathurin.
Mathurin has a little bit of Mitch Richmond in him. You know, a guy I love watching work. Strong, aggressive, quick, talented as a scorer. Man, he's got game.
Now, here's Halliburton. Outside Mathurin. Over Ingram. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Watkins passes to Ingram. It's rebounded by Indiana. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. A shot by Nembhard, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Big Dog, defended by Mathurin. Shots good by Big Dog.
Works that one inside nicely.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Siakam outside. Back to Halliburton. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Ingram. Outside, Maxey. Ingram a screen on Halliburton. 5 on the clock. Here's Watkins. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Indiana's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Mathurin. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mathurin's got 5.
Magnets and vice grips on his hands. Mathurin making a miss.
Maxey kicks to Ingram. Ingram off a pick from Watkins. And Brandon Ingram hits from deep. He has 5.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Nembhard finds Mathurin. Another shot. The Warriors pull it in. Big Dog's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Ingram passes to Watkins. Williams comes with a double team. Back to Ingram. Pass to Wiggins. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Watkins. And it falls over the rim and in. Big Dog's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
On the wing, Mathurin. He's covered by Ingram. That shot wide open. And that's now 7 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Creating and making an opportunity for himself. Nice use of the pick by Mathurin.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Big Dog. Sohan gets a screen from Watkins. And then jammed down as he goes right over Mark Williams.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Siakam inside. Defended by Sohan.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Wiggins kicks to Maxey. Pass to Big Dog. Golden State moving it around. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Siakam. Halliburton on the wing. Floats it up for Williams. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Big Dog. He has 6. Ingram outside. Pass to Big Dog. It's Wiggins at the top of the key. The 3. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Wiggins.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Now, here is Halliburton. Williams finds Halliburton over Maxey. A nice shot by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load. Pass
to Wiggins. Here's Big Dog. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds in the game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now, we talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. We've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And some changes here for the Warriors. Cole comes in for Sohan. And Christian Brown subbed in for Ingram. The Pacers also with a sub. Walker's checked in. Maxey looking it over. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Outside Williams. Back to Halliburton. Siakam, high post. He's against Cole.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Outside, Walker. Pass to Siakam. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Siakam's got 5.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Here's Big Dog. Back to Bowl. Halliburton against Maxey. Here's Watkins. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Pacers trail by 3. Siakam, high post. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Jokic has checked in for Big Dog. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wiggins, and Livingston subbed in for Maxey. New 5 on the floor. The Pacers also changing it up. Obi Toppin's checked in for Williams. Pascal Siakam comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Halliburton. On the court for Indiana, they've got Beasley. Siakam is out there with Toppin. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Walker in at the 3 spot. Beasley against Wiggins. Tapping a screen on Wiggins. No good from Beasley. Warriors trail by 5. Maxey passes to Watkins. Out to Ingram. Right wing. Here's Big Dog. Covered by Siakam. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Easily outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Watkins passes to Ingram. The shot, no good. Walker with some nice D. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Indiana.
Pacers subs, number 00. Benedict Mathurin.
Pacers leading by 5. Easily outside. Back to Nembhard. Kicks it out to Siakam. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Golden State basketball.
Warriors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And here's Ingram from the arc. Traps in the tray. Ingram's got 8 points.
You know, Ingram is somebody you have to watch closely on the perimeter because he's improved his outside shot so much since coming into the league.
Warriors trail by 4. And here is Ingram. 8 points for him. Here's Big Dog. Wiggins, right side. Pass to Ingram. 5 to shoot. Golden State moving the ball around. It's stolen by Mathurin. They get a hand on it. Wiggins passes to Watkins. Out to Ingram. Wiggins from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Siakam inside. He's guarded by Watkins. He had a nice open look right there. Nemhard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And another basket for Golden State. Indiana's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Halliburton's checked in for Malik Beasley. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Take a look at Big Dog. Leading the league in field goal percentage, he always gets good looks. Halliburton finds Walker. Now Nemhard. Mathurin passes to Siakam. Fades away. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Warriors trailing. Here's Sohan. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
To the middle. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. An and one opportunity.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Here's the break. Siakam with it. Now guarded by Watkins. Siakam passes to Walker. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Siakam outside. 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a change here. Toppin's checked in. Walker the pass to Halliburton. Now Mathurin. He's covered by Ingram. Walker with the screen for Mathurin. Buries the long-range jumper. Mathurin's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pacers.
And with each made three, Matherin's confidence rises, an encouraging sign.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against the Mavericks delivered in a major way. He had 42 points, and he dominated the glass all night, ripping down 20 boards. The stats he put up were amazing. He knew nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Shot clock at 2. They grab their own miss. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Outside Matherin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Matherin's got 13.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for the Warriors. Warriors trail by 7. Now, Sohan. Pass to Wiggins. For 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Up top, Matherin. He's covered by Maxey. Back to Matherin. Over Maxey. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now a 9-point Indiana lead. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Here's Big Dog. Top and covering. It's good.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Pacers leading by 7. Pass to Nembhard. On the wing, Matherin. Covered by Wiggins. And it's Matherin missing. Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Halliburton with the steal. Shot from 16. And it's Matherin missing. Warriors shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Watkins passes to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Watkins.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Outside, Walker. Indiana again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Sohan, defended by Matherin. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
There's 1:47 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Nembhard. Matherin with the ball. Buries it from three-point range. Matherin's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Big Dog. He's got 18. Clock at 4. Kicks it out to Wiggins. They get the rebound. Watch look at that.
Oh, my goodness. What's up? Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display.
Yes, sir. Power and grace. That had it all.
Pass to Walker. Back to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done, Toppin.
Here's Big Dog. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Big Dog's got 22.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Toppin. Got a piece of it. Here's Big Dog. He's got 22. Back to Maxey. Here's Big Dog. Benedict Mathurin has been leading the charge for the Indiana Pacers. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Back right after this.
Hello, everyone. First game of the series, off to a good start for the Indiana Pacers.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, they've made it this far, game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie? This is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, it does.
Thanks. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. Indiana leading by 4. Big Dog is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Then there's Maxey. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Wiggins in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors' foul. A shot by Williams, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Bounce pass Maxey. Here's Wiggins. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Mathurin's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Indiana. Ingram dishes to Wiggins. Here's the 3. And the Warriors miss again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Halliburton outside. Over Sohan. It's rebounded by Golden State. Big Dog's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Wiggins outside. Hits it from three-point range. Wiggins has got 8 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Halliburton finds Mathurin. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Big Dog.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Pass to Sohan. Golden State moving it around. And he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Back to Halliburton. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Can't connect from short range. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Big Dog. Ingram with it. Covered by Siakam. Ingram passes to Watkins. And they take the lead. Big Dog's got 26 points. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Halliburton kicks to Siakam. High, arcing shot, and the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
First team foul.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Sohan. And the Warriors making a change here. Brown's checked in. And so Sohan nails both of them. Pacers trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Williams. And it's blocked. Ingram against Mathurin. Here's Watkins. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Jokic, he's checked in for Sohan. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Take a look at Big Dog, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Pass to Nembhard. Outside Mathurin. And here's Halliburton. Williams, a screen on Maxey. Halliburton passes to Williams. Outside Mathurin. To end the run. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 22 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Showing off and flashing that scoring ability. Mathurin wants his team to know they can really trust him on offense.
Here's Ingram. And it's Golden State with another.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Williams with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Outside Mathurin. Williams in the post, fended by Watkins. Now Nembhard. Williams, a screen on Maxey. Halliburton, rebounded by Watkins. On offense, here are the Warriors. They've got a 13-2 run goal. Jokic sets the screen for Ingram. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Mathurin. Halliburton for three. Warriors with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And, GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
The Warriors making a switch here. Livingston's checked in. Walker's checked in for Indiana. Pacers trail by 8. Outside Mathurin. Now, here is Halliburton. Have a lot of room. It's Williams, high post. Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton for three. Walker with a clean look. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Walker's got 9.
No way Halliburton was going to sleep on that one. I mean, he's too good at reading the defense.
Here's Big Dog. Jokic with the screen on Walker. Watkins passes to Jokic. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Mathurin up and in from the low block. Now it's just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And terrific to see Mathurin scoring like this. He's letting himself be more assertive on that end.
Some nice passing by Golden State. And that one's good. Ingram.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pacers trail by 6. Halliburton finds Nembhard. Here's Walker, and he uses the glass on the layup. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Williams against Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williams. Inside is Jokic territory.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
Now, here is Halliburton. 10 points for him. Walker the pass to Mathurin. Fires for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Mathurin's got 27.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Ingram passes to Watkins. Boom, he chips it straight down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Pacers trail by 5. Outside, Walker. Outside, Halliburton. Up top, Nembhard. And here's Walker outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Big Dog. And he dunks it down.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Indiana's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Outside, Walker takes a 3. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Livingston. Hasn't made one yet. Down low. There's the double team with Walker. Big dog, no good.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Outside Mathurin. Williams looking over the floor. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Well, I tell you, I'm a big fan of the way Mathurin plays the game.
It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. To the wing on the left. Pass to Brown. Trains it from beyond the arc. Brown's got his first 3 points of the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, Walker jacks up a three. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Nembhard, the pass to Walker. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Livingston. Here's Big Dog, guarded by Walker. Here's Brown. And another three for Golden State.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors with some changes. Bull. He's checked in for Big Dog. Wiggins comes in for Ingram. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Livingston. Then for the Pacers, Toppin, he's checked in for Williams. Malik Beasley comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And Shepard subbed in for Halliburton. Big Dog, he's checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Bull. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Christian Brown. And Maxey subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Pacers also with a sub. Andrew Nembhard's checked in for Shepard. Here's Mathurin. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
On the court right now for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Walker. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. Walker a screen. Beasley with a clean look, and the Pacers can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Yep, it counts. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Toppin finds Mathurin. Indiana again missing. Warriors leading by 18. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Big Dog. Inside. Here's Wiggins. The Pacers pull it in. Walker's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Mathurin passes to Beasley. Now Mathurin lays it up and banks it in. Mathurin's got 29 in the game.
Flexing plenty of muscle on that finish. Mathurin, tough to contain. It's
Ingram on the wing. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And that one is stuffed right through.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
Here's Mathurin. Count that bucket. Mathurin's got 31.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Walker's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Pacers trail by 20. Pass to Toppin. Here's Mathurin. He's covered by Ingram. And it's Mathurin missing.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Watkins passes to Maxey. Golden State moving the ball around. Out to Ingram. Sinks the three-pointer. Ingram's got 12 points in just the second half.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Here's Nembhard. He's covered by Maxey. Will it go? Rejected by Watkins. Wiggins outside. Walker with some nice D.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Mathurin. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Big Dog. On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Now, here's Maxey. Beyond the arc. Another three for Golden State.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
And Indiana shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Different look here for the Warriors. Bull. He's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Brandon Ingram. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Wiggins. And Livingston subbed in for Maxey. Indiana also making some changes. Mark Williams is checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. And Halliburton subbed in for Malik Beasley. Out to the right wing. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Halliburton outside. It's rebounded by Watkins.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And another three for Golden State.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Nembhard with it. Outside for Halliburton. And the drought. Got a hand on it.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Outside Mathurin. Down low. Looking to get it going. Siakam. And Bull sends it back. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Pass to Livingston. Here's Big Dog. Wiggins, a screen on Williams. Here's Watkins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Mark Williams. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
And he makes the first.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Both free throws good from Watkins. Indiana's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And here's Halliburton. Goes up at the stripe, and he knocks down the jumper. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Clearly, Halliburton is hunting his shots. He's not picky and knows exactly how to adjust on the mid-range jump shot.
Pass to Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Watkins. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Big Dog's got 45 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Indiana moving it around. And a wide open look for Mathurin. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Bull. From down in the low post, it goes.
Bull more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
Back to Halliburton. Williams sends a screen for Halliburton. He's looking for Williams and finds him. It's deflected. Here's Big Dog, defended by Mathurin. DiVincenzo kicks the Bull. Wiggins outside. Puts up a 3. Here's Watkins, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
To the paint. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
4th personal foul, 2nd team foul. At the line for the Pacers, Mark Williams, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And Williams drops them both. Golden State's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game one in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
They're certainly starting the finals off on the right foot, and this will be a comfortable win for them in game one.
Yeah, this was a statement game, and what a time to make it. I'm sure it's going to get tougher for this group, but they won't be able to just run away with the championship. But tonight, they clearly established themselves as the stronger team early in this series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Big Dog.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Here's Big Dog. He's guarded by Williams. 6 to shoot. Here's Big Dog. Takes the 13-footer, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Now, here's Halliburton. Defense right on him. Pass to Siakam. Nemhard with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.